Hi, guys.
Hey.
Hey.
This is my guest co-host, Shetty Patowski.
From Brooklyn 999.
Steph is gone today, shooting her other show. And we are going to have a guest on Tuesday, Antonia Crane.
Hello.
Very excited about her. She's the author of Spent. So to get you guys excited for that, we've got a little bit of a listener emailed us a question. You guys ready?
Yep.
I'm ready.
Okay. My one relationship, high school sweetheart, went down in flames 5 years ago, having lasted almost 3 years, and I haven't so much as kissed a girl since. For the most part, I've been content being single the last few years. I did come close about a year ago with my last interest, but when the time came to officially make a move, I got cold feet for several months. When I finally went for it, it was just too late, and she ended up with another dude. And 1 year later, they're still together. So things sucked for a while, but we're still friends, and it's all good now. Any thoughts on getting out there? Do we have advice on how to break this seal?
What do you think?
Get out there.
I know, just do it.
It's kind of like that same advice that everything is, right? If you want to make a movie, make a movie.
Yeah, make a movie.
How did you write a book?
It took years. I mean, just
But
every day.
You wrote a book.
Get up every day and write it.
You wrote a screenplay.
And
Get
be
up every day and
comfortable
write it.
with things like not going well.
That's what I was saying before when we were talking about be messy.
Yeah.
Get out there and be messy, and don't worry if it's not meant to be and it doesn't hit.
Yes.
Don't hit it off with everyone. Bump your head on the side of a bad one-night stand.
Yes.
But when you're ready, go out there. And if you're not ready,
It's a numbers game?
it's a numbers game.
It's a numbers game. It totally is, though. Before we even started, when we were talking about Tinder, it's like, yeah, you're not probably, I mean, I know people that have met their like person on the first Tinder date, but like probably you're gonna meet
not.
a bunch of, like, my first Tinder date was terrible.
Yeah.
And like, I saw that guy walking past a coffee shop later and I was like, oh,
Yeah.
you know, but like, I went on a bunch more of those, and then I met somebody really great. And like, you can't be afraid of all the like near misses or you know, the misses or fails or didn't go rights in between.
Yeah.
I had a
think so,
Tinder
too.
date where we were meeting in a coffee shop, and I was sitting at the counter waiting for him. And he walked in, and he opened the door, and he looked at me, and he shut the door, and he walked out.
Oh, that's
That
horrible.
felt awful.
Yes.
But I
horrible.
didn't stop dating.
Yeah.
And that's
now
the
she's
thing.
in love.
And now I'm in love with somebody
So-
who kept that door open and
Yeah.
walked
Find
right
somebody
in.
who keeps the door open and lets the light in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have to have that. Like, life is worth living, even with suffering. You have to
take
have those
risks.
Yeah, there's no risks being taken if you're.
No.
Also, I have a friend who's a millennial who does not do social media, which I think is interesting in terms of her age group.
Yeah.
And she is constantly going out. Get hobbies, go out and do stuff and meet people who share hobbies with you.
Totally. That's like that's the best way to meet people.
Right?
I mean, there's something to be said for like allowing yourself to regroup after like a devastating breakup or whatever. But like, eventually you have to just like break the seal. And I went out with the person that I'm seeing now, like literally the night I was so hung up on this other guy, and finally had a terrible run-in with him, and finally was like, okay, I'm not going to spend any more time like obsessing
your time.
about this other guy. And I went out with the guy that I'm seeing now that same night, like I need to distract myself. And it's like, I didn't know, we had a great date, but like, I didn't know that I would wind up like with him later. But I was just like, I need to put one foot in front of the other and like, you know, move beyond this other situation. And it wound up being great.
And how long were you with the one that you were fixated on?
Like dated for 4 or 5 months.
Oh, okay.
And then, you know,
Because I think that's important too, because I think that people don't give themselves time. It takes time to really heal from something.
Yeah.
I mean, depending on the injuries that happened in the relationship and what the dynamic was during the breakup.
But I'd been kind of like hung up all summer after it had sort of like ended.
And we have a fixation problem.
with
this one.
You two do?
She's looking at me.
I think yours is maybe bigger. But I have it, yeah.
I
for
have
sure.
a hard, we were talking about abandonment. On Tuesday, you'll hear us talking about abandonment a little bit, but I think I have a problem with things ending when I'm not ready for them to end. And it's probably like a deeper, maybe like
Sure.
control issue or
Well,
just
I think
like
everyone would have a problem with something ending before they want it to end. It's a scary thing.
Yeah, it's hard.
That's a fear. I mean, that's a totally reasonable fear
Yeah.
to have.
Anyway, get out there, buddy. It's
Get
gonna
out
be
there.
okay.
Make mistakes. Just call it mistakes.
Yeah. And don't be afraid
Get
to be
experience.
messy.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Be messy.
Come back for more on Tuesday. We'll see you guys soon.